Red Letter Media, wow, once again, you have just hit it right out of the park with your Star Wars Attack of the Clones review. It's even better than the Phantom Menace one was. Just hysterical, biting analysis. Just pitch perfect. And also, just when I started thinking that the serial killer thing was getting a little too creepy / intense, you bring it right back to the comedy in a really surprising and strangely believable way. I mean, the part where you make the hostage look inside the plastic bag, the garbage bag, I'm like thinking to myself, okay, there's going to be like a severed stormtrooper head in there or something and a bunch of blood. But no, it's Attack of the Clones DVD. I mean, what could be more horrifying than that? I mean, here again, you do this wonderful thing where you don't beat your audience over the head with what you think is wrong with these movies. You basically just point out the holes as you see them, and then you let those holes in the laughable story do the talking for you. It's really great. And what's even better is that you make intelligent suggestions on how Lucas could have made these movies better, or at least have them make more sense. And we're left to wonder just exactly why Lucas didn't know to do these things this way. I mean, there's such huge mistakes that he makes here. Padme really should tempt Anakin a la the Garden of Eden. Anakin really should be the one to jump out of the window and not Obi-Wan. Yoda really should not have fought with a lightsaber, and so on and so on. Excellent work, man. Excellent. I also love the direction that you're clearly going here. There seems to be this general consensus that Phantom Menace is the worst of the three and that they get progressively better. And in fact, I catch a ton of flack all the time for insisting that the third one actually is the worst of the three. But what people don't seem to realize, superficially at least, and what you are so good at pointing out, is that the awfulness of these films is cumulative, and taken as a whole, Attack of the Clones really is worse in every way than Phantom Menace. The irony, of course, of the situation is that Phantom Menace ends up being the least awful of the three by default, because it has the least amount of nonsense and crap to rationalize, whereas Attack of the Clones has to deal with Phantom Menace's crap too, along with its own crap, and then, of course, Revenge of the Sith has to justify and rationalize the nonsense and crap in all three films at once. And of course, it fails miserably at this. So I love the direction that this is going. I love that you're pointing out that these films get progressively worse, not better. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it, man. Also, bravo on calling out the real reason why Samuel L. Jackson is in these fucking movies. Thank God somebody is pointing this out. The urban market portion of your review feels almost like investigative reporting. It's so good. And I love that this kind of analysis can really open people's eyes about how these big budget movies really get made and what it's really all about. They're reverse engineered in order to manipulate audiences, and the plot and dialogue be damned. They're just about money-making, and the Star Wars prequels is the best example of how hollow the process can really be. I mean, the clip that you show of Lucas on the set being openly jealous about Titanic's gross almost made me sick. That's fucking ridiculous. A true artist with a true vision wouldn't care about the top spot, let alone bring it up in awkward conversation with people around him. I mean, that's just creepy. And the part where you're torturing the two girls with all the puzzle pieces, which is very Saw-ish. And then the probe droid comes in and like looks at him. Sublime. Yeah, so I just wanted to thank you again for the truly cathartic closure that you are indeed granting to us all. It's just great watching your stuff, man, and I know I'm not alone when I say that I cannot wait for the Revenge of the Sith review, which is coming up next. And finally, I would just like to formally submit my request for a pizza roll.